Good morning, everyone. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you this morning to NJBIA's annual Public Policy Forum, this year focusing on planning prosperity to carry New Jersey forward. Wow, that's a big task for us right now. We know the big plate, the heavy plate that New Jersey businesses are carrying right now. We know the challenges of continued COVID impacts on our business, our workforce challenges, record high inflation, supply chain challenges, et cetera. This all comes on the tail, literally. Yesterday we released our 63rd annual Business Outlook Survey, and unfortunately, the outlook going into 2023 is the bleakest that we have seen since 2009, and we all remember 2009 was the time of the Great Recession, right? So it is a very heavy plate that we have right now. However, as you all know, at NJBIA, when we put our boots on the ground each and every day, we do our best to ensure that we can be the loudest and the boldest voice for our New Jersey businesses and for the advancement of our economy. And we're problem solvers, and we seek comprehensive solutions to big challenges. And we're up for that. We're up for that every day. We've been up for it over the last few years in what were probably the most challenging times that many of you could have ever imagined. And when you thought that one thing was bad, something else only came along to exacerbate, right? But we continue to lean in, and that's what we want to do today. We're going to identify, and we're going to talk about, and we're going to stare down some of those challenges that are real, that you all told us about in that Business Outlook survey. That high cost of doing business, your number one concern, for the first time in the history. We always knew, in general, high cost of doing business, but usually it was really focused on something like just health care or just a particular item. No, this year you said, and you spoke loud, the number one concern for New Jersey business is the overwhelming high cost of doing business and the lack of affordability for business here in the state of New Jersey. And as you know, when we advocate for affordability and regional competitiveness. And so we need to look at the areas that are challenging that. We need to drive down taxes and regulation and not drive them up, right? We need to have workforce solutions and not just recognize that we have a workforce challenge, but how are we going to invest in that? How are we going to use our remaining federal dollars and our surplus dollars in our budget? Remember, the state is flush with cash right now from our borrowings and from our federal dollars. How are we going to use those dollars to make the right investments that bring sustainability for our businesses and for our economy? That's what we do as problem solvers. We continue to have a positive agenda that we advance forward while being faced each and every day with challenging policies that we work hard to mitigate. And that indeed we have done over the last few years. Okay, so today we have a really great program for you. We're going to stare down those challenges. We're going to think about some comprehensive solutions. We're going to take to task some of our policymakers and ask them to explain to us how they can continue to work with us on making New Jersey more affordable and regionally competitive. And we'll be specific in some areas, in general in others, but the goal is, at the end, to have an action agenda that we can carry forward in 2023, the year that NJBIA will dub the year of the business owner. 2023, moving into next year, we want to ensure that we continue to personalize what being a business owner in the state of New Jersey is all about, right? Because all we ever hear about is large corporations and the business community in this big way, and we fail to recognize the people who are waking up each and every day to put those lights on to deliver their product and service, and to make sure at the end of the day that they have investments and resources to well pay their workforce and provide good benefits. And when inflation and cost of business continues to go up, we don't have that money to reinvest in our companies. And we need to show that when we have the ability to reinvest in our companies, that ROI is significant for our businesses, for their ability to grow, and for our community, and for their sustainability and for our economy. And in particular, we need to continue to work on these policies so that we can stop the continuing trend of outmigration. In our survey, and you'll hear today, yet again, 61% of those surveyed said New Jersey will not be their place of domicile in the future. And 75% of our businesses say that this is not a place to grow business. And if they were going to continue to grow their business and take a new footprint for their business, they wouldn't do it in the state of New Jersey, they'd do it somewhere else, right? We have to stop those trends. So today we're going to problem solve on it. We're going to create an agenda for 2023, and we're going to bring that agenda home so that together we can sustain. So thank you for joining us this morning. I realize I didn't introduce myself. I know many of you in the room, but some might be the first time. I'm Michele Siekerka, and I have the privilege of serving as the president and CEO for the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Thanks so much for being here today. We do have some dignitaries joining us in the room. Many of them you'll see on the panel, and you'll see throughout the course of the day, and some are our award winners that we'll bring up shortly, but allow me to introduce some. So before I get to the elected officials, I want to recognize, we do have one of our board members in the room, Dominic Kama, who's the president for Investors Bank here in the state of New Jersey. Dominic, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for your service to our board. So in no particular order, just as we caught them as they were coming in, Assemblyman Scharfenberger, Assemblywoman Flynn, Assembly Speaker Coughlin, Assemblyman Greenwald, Assemblyman DeMayo, Senator Ruiz, Senator Schepisi, Senator Oraho, and I see Senator Sarlo here as well. Let's give a round of applause for our elected officials. So to kick off our program today, because we do have business champions here in the state of New Jersey, we want to recognize those business champions. We recognize those who each and every day through what they do, whether they be in private industry, in trade associations, policy leaders, or otherwise, and nonprofits included, the effect and impact they have on the state of New Jersey. So we're going to begin today with these award winners, and I want to direct you. You all have agendas at your table, at your seat. There is a QR code. Take the opportunity to scan that QR code because the bios of all of our awardees as well as the speakers are on the larger program that you have through that QR code, because we're not going to do deep introductions today because we want to get to the meat and the substance of the program, okay? So we're going to begin with our Leonard C. Johnson Award, and let me tell you a little bit about this award. This award recognizes dedicated service as an advocate for New Jersey employers and longtime leadership. It acknowledges one's efforts to improve New Jersey's economic vitality, encourage job growth, streamline government, and make businesses feel welcome, once again, in the state of New Jersey. The two gentlemen receiving this award today are industry leaders and champions. Two gentlemen who have a legacy of representing their particular vocation, their trade, and their industry, and they are great partners to NJBIA. John Kennedy is the president and CEO of the New Jersey Manufacturing Extension Program, and Ralph Thomas is the president and CEO of the New Jersey Society of CPAs. If both of those gentlemen can come up to receive their awards, let's have a round of applause, please. Chris Emma Holtz, can you come up and join me? Congratulations, John. Congratulations, Ralph. Let's have a round of applause.
Picture. I don't want to get a picture for him.
Next, we have our Paul Troast Awards. Let me tell you about the Paul Troast Award. This award recognizes legislators for public service to the business community and commitment to improving the state's economy. It acknowledges efforts to improve New Jersey's economic vitality, encourage job growth, streamline government, and make businesses feel welcome once again here in the state of New Jersey. We are really proud of the four legislators that we are going to present this award to today. I will tell you that these four recipients are legislators who always have their door open to us and their ear open to us, which is very, very important. They invite us in for very dynamic, interactive discussion. They understand where we come from relative to the needs for business. And while we might not always wind up in the same place at the end of a policy position, they are always there to champion, as best as they can, the needs of New Jersey business. So please come up and join me, Assemblyman Brian Bergen, Assemblyman Lou Greenwald, Senator Ruiz, and Senator Schepisi. And I actually understand that Senator Ruiz can't join us until later, so we'll bring her up for her award later. Let's have a round of applause for these great legislators.
Just the Republicans, man.
I was just informed that Assemblyman Greenwald was running a few minutes late, so we will present his award when he arrives. Next, we have a very special award that we started just a couple of years ago. This is the Candy Straight Women's Trailblazer Award, and I'll tell you a little bit about this award. For those of you who knew Candy Straight, you knew that she was a trailblazing advocate for women in New Jersey politics, the business world, and in the film industry as well. She knew the challenges women face in reaching greater potential and professional heights. But not only did she meet them and exceed them herself, she helped other women to do the same. To continue her trailblazing spirit, NJBIA continues each year to give this award in her name. This year's recipient is a very special woman. Connie Mercer was the founder of, and for more than 30 years, Connie? Yes, ran Homefront, which for those of you who know Homefront is an incredible organization and institution in and around Mercer County that provides women with shelter and all the things they need to thrive and survive. And when we talk about a trailblazer, there can't be anyone more of a trailblazer than our own Connie Mercer. Please come up and accept the award. And our last award is the ELC Award for Excellence. Unfortunately, Liz Tindall couldn't join us this morning because of a last-minute family situation. But we give this award for someone who gave tireless effort over many, many years in support of our Employer Legislative Committee. As you all know, we have ELCs all across the state of New Jersey, and they serve as our grassroots in order to bring our local representatives together with our local business leaders to address opportunities and challenges to advance policy in the state of New Jersey. So Liz was a tireless advocate for the Mercer County ELC for over 20 years, and we recognize her efforts. Let's have a round of applause for Liz. Now, before we move on with the formal part of our program, I do want to take an opportunity to recognize and thank all the partners who made today possible. The list is a bit extensive, so bear with me, and at the end I'll ask for a round of applause. And you can see the names of all our partners continuing to scroll on the side, but just indulge me for a few minutes to give them an extra special thank you. ACI Medical and Dental School, Amazon, AmeriHealth New Jersey, Association Member Trust, AT&T, Atlantic City Electric, Atlantic Shores Offshore Wind, Bank of America, CGI, Citizens, Comcast, Connell Foley, DoorDash, Eastern Janitorial, Fallstrom Company, Fidelity Investment, Genova Burns, Georgian Court University, Hackensack Meridian Health, Horizon, IBEW Local 102, Investors Bank, I am 50% there, JCP&L, Junior Achievement of New Jersey, McDonald's, Maurice Piers and Beachfront Water Parks, New Jersey American Water, New Jersey Resources, New Jersey Society of Certified Public Accountants, New Jersey Business Magazine, award-winning New Jersey Business Magazine, New Jersey Council of County Colleges, New Jersey Institute of Technology, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, Orsted, Phillips 66, Piper Holdings, Prager Metis, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Sobel Co., South Jersey Industries, Spano Partners Holdings, United, Wakefern, and Zago Manufacturing. Let's have a round of applause. As you can see, the efforts of NJBIA are well supported by great partners, and I just really want to take an extra special moment to say thank you. As we round out this year, your partnership throughout this year has meant so much to us, but without your partnership and your support, we can't do the great advocacy that we do for you in the state of New Jersey. And so I know you all appreciate that. I know you all thank us for what we do, but we can't do it without your efforts and your support, and we look forward to that continuing support in 2023, so thank you very much.